What's up, everybody? This is Crazy Cross the Vine. We're looking at Infinite Lives, Dickie's latest project, and it's the launch trailer, which I don't know when PC's getting it. But this is a game that I've been waiting for, and as you can see, I'm all dressed up for my Halloween, which is my own character. So, let's go. And I'll be leaving, I guess, the volume low. I don't know if Matt would copyright claim because he does have music. But this is one that I've been waiting for forever, and I can't wait to break it down. We got jumping, so high jumping. Alright, so you can freeze people. I wonder if you can not do freeze, but like do like telekinetic powers and make people freeze that way, or if it has to be frozen. Because my character personally is a psychic, so he uses telekinetic powers.
Always the same without bothering anyone, trying to socialize.
You got the shrinking and the growing. It would have been cool if you could have, when the guy was frozen, you could like break him entirely, like just completely shatter him to pieces. It looks like electric eyes. And I hope you can just choose what type of, like, if you want it to come out of your hands, your eyes, maybe your feet, your dick, something like that. I hope you'll be able to choose where it comes out of. Because, like, if I have a character that can do laser beams from his eyes, frost breath, of course, you know who I'm talking about. It's Cosmo Shine, not Superman. No, it's Cosmo Shine, which is my other character. And who can fly. I would hope that I'd be able to use all that.
They think they are the best at everything. They never do anything, and they do it all.
And I'm hoping for PC we can have a whole bunch of, like, because I have 2 kids. So if they can each be like a sidekick character, that would be really good.
They are nobody, all the same. They only resort to violence. Fuck and fix problems. It seems like a thing of the past.
Now they introduced that in the well, he introduced that in the Wrestling Empire, but it doesn't work that well unless you have a superpower like character with a lot of strength.
There are people who will never change.
And
There are
it looks like we can still do like teams and stuff, which is good. Because if I want to have a whole bunch of villains on one side and a whole bunch of heroes on the other, I think we'll be able to do that.
people who will never change. Respect is something that has been lost. The best of the society.
Wands, and I hope in the future we'll be able to mod our own props into. Everything is just a base, and then we'll be able to mod our own props the way that we want the wands to look and everything.
It's being truly unique. Have good taste. Be kind and respecting is the best thing.
We got Thor's return hammer. So I think that's also what he's going to be using for Captain America's shield. Or Captain Patriot Shield, like whoever he has as Captain America. All right. We saw. I want to go back to the hammer. Is that too far? It might be. I just want to see. Okay. Yeah. Here. All right. We do have Thor's hammer. I wasn't sure because. This is the game that I've been waiting for.
Respect is something that has been lost.
We got a laser gun.
Best of this society, it's being truly unique.
The stuff from the chest. I hope we can have like an acid or mech gun. One of my heroes uses the mech gun, and the other villain. Don't know if that's capable. Alright, we got invisible. Alright, I don't know how much the invisible is gonna work, like, especially for you. I know the AI being invisible, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Just for the fact that it can go invisible and you won't be able to see it, but when you go invisible, can it see you? That is a big question that I have, and I don't know if Matt even thought about that. That's gonna be my hero, just like sitting in the corner smoking. And we're gonna do a whole series once it releases on PC. It's gonna be I think the only game that I'm gonna be purchasing this year. Might possibly 2K26. I don't know, but this is the one game that I know I'm gonna purchase. Not for Switch, for PC. Alright, so he has throwing, and he has lasers. We still got our I wonder how the strength is measured. Like, because in Wrestling Empire with the mods, we can, like, put the strength all the way up. But for this game, well, eventually we will probably be modding it. Do you think that the strength is going to be up more than like a normal person, or is the normal person now going to have like 50 strength and a superhuman is going to have 90 to 100? Looks like the Phantom. Turn him into stone. I hope you, like I said, for like the psychic ability, you can just like freeze him in place and not do any like frost or stone. And I haven't seen any fire powers, like actual like fire flame effects, but it looks like Powerful is about to do that. Liberating. Okay, so we're still gonna be liberating stuff. And again, I hope we have animal companions, not just horses, but like wolves, dogs, cats, birds. It would be nice if we could have different animals to squirrels for Squirrel Girl. Like it really is endless what Matt could do, and I hope he ends up doing the endless possibilities. And adding new moves. We need more wrestling moves. I'm still asking for the Famouser. Um, really, the Famouser because then I have Booker T's Axe Kick and the Famouser and Sabu Famouser from the top, and I'll be happy with just the Famouser unless we can do other variations on the pump handle slam, pump handle power slam, pump handle suplex, like something like that. But I'm really just looking for the Famouser. I told Matt that all he had to do was take the stomp and switch it so it's a leg drop, and boom, you have the Famouser, and I'll stop bitching. But I messaged him in email, and he's like, after the last move set that I did and how long it took me, nobody really cared. I like the blockbuster for buff. He gave us a finally a pump handle slam, so I put that on Road Dog. The Hero and I completely forgot. They do have capes. All right, here's a wolf, but can the wolf be on our side, or is it just a random enemy like it was in the survival one? And I hope the we get more animals, not just the wolf, but I know there should be like a saber-tooth tiger, hopefully a little cat, some birds, falcons, ravens, something like that, and like heroes control animals sometimes. And I hope we also get a way to control grass environments for the geomancers and stuff. Ground, tossing rocks, bringing up rocks. I'm glad he finally had a cape, especially a big one.
Always the same. They think they are the best at
I mean, with
everything.
capes, he should. Oh, we do get a katana. Good. I hope we can dual wield with like a katana and like pistols or two pistols, two Uzis. Chainsaw.
The best of this society is being truly unique. Have your taste.
Alright, there's one Uzi.
Kind and respecting is the
Like, I
best
know
thing
not
you can do
all guns
today.
should be able to do like a shotgun,
Do today.
but he's got the rope. He's got claws. He's low blowing everybody with the claws. That's what I do in Gundam Empire whenever I have something. Because one of my characters just low blows yeah, I see the wolf. I don't.
Today.
All right. And the zombie aspect is cool. Hopefully, it doesn't really affect like because I just want to play superhero. I just want to play as the superhero for for the most part. I mean, the zombie aspect is fine for maybe later on after like maybe in the story of my own creating that like well now we have a zombie outbreak because of what the villains did. But overall, I mainly just want to do superhero, so I hope there's a way to either say omit the zombie right now or omit the hero right now or have them both together. That should be an option. Other than that, I cannot wait. Like I said, this is gonna be one of my purchases as soon as it comes out. I've purchased everything from that, and I'm on Steam, so I'll be purchasing. This is the game that I've been waiting for. Again, there's only a few things that I really want Matt to add, and that's the Famouser, and I want him to put it in the Wrestling Empire too. Uh, Other than that, it's it's a superhero game. It's what I've always wanted. I love superheroes. Superheroes and wrestling. It's the two things that I absolutely love. And I think this is going to be one of the best games and a game that I play often. Like I didn't play the Hard Time 3 except on the one I think I played like 4 videos for you guys, but this is the game that I've been wanting. Oh, like, subscribe. I'll leave a I'll leave the link so you can go view the video yourself in the comment. I know he says it's for Nintendo. Maybe he has a date finally. Nope, it is not a date yet for Steam. Oops. One. Yeah. All right. So it's gonna be $14 on the Switch. It should roughly be $15 on Steam. Okay, it'll be $15 on the Switch. Should be roughly be $15 on Steam also. Um, thing that I hate is that you can get it already on the Switch. So you can already get it on the Switch. Check ISO. All right, it's a pre-order expected December 1st, 2025 for your ISO. So I guess that's iPhone, Android, pre-register. Oh, okay. So Android and Steam are not yet um told when it's gonna come out. I hope it comes out in December, and that's pretty much what I'm gonna be getting. Uh, Personally, it's the most fun I've ever had testing, including wrestling, as every time out is absolute cinema, and the replay value is insane. Just remember to study the guide here, as Nintendo doesn't offer many places to access info. And we actually get a guide. Continue. Alright. Controllers. Any controller. Alright, so any controller connected to PC, important games. But you can always see manual controls options. Okay, see key. Ensure controllers are connected before launching a program. Yeah, that is a big problem. Because, like, for me, I have my Xbox controller when I play Empire, and sometimes I forget to have the controller turned on because I'm trying to save the battery while it takes forever to load. Alright, so it looks like four, at least four, but if you have a way to connect more controllers, I guess you can have more people. Okay, what does it say? Do. While there is still time, pressing the back button will cancel this choice or opt out of the game entirely. Scanning controllers may still join the game once it has started by pressing the plus button to opt in, which I would think that's the start button. they can change by holding one shoulder trigger while pressing the other. Eliminated players will get to control somebody else left in the fight wherever possible. Alright, so that's good. Editing. Upon finding and defeating each character in battle, you gain access to them. Yes, in the editor, where you can save your changes, make the world your own. This occurs in a more limited form at the beginning of each game, or by accessing wardrobes, mirrors, or hair dryers. Wherever they appear during the game, you can increase your access beyond these superficial changes by proving you can compete complete each phase of the game legitimately first. Each character has two separate incarnations, so make sure you are editing the intended one by selecting it first from the overarching human or superhuman tab. Okay. Either the shoulder triggers. Yep, that's all the same universe. The game's hundreds of characters are liable to get jumbled up over time, in which case you can head to the universe option to restore the defaults or backed up universe of your own. It's better to get in the habit of doing this between save games to prevent any unintended consequences, as existing games may be reset in the process. Note you must press one to do so by accident. Don't worry about losing any characters you have unlocked, as this will preserve separately along with any achievements. Okay. I don't really care about achievements, but it's cool that he does them. I guess most people like them. Backup, different installations, or even different devices. Save by this file may be accessed. Can I do that? Because sometimes I just want to play a game without um without a whole bunch of characters and then play a game with a whole bunch. I like different saves. Like I'm gonna have the default characters for the first gameplay, and then I'll probably be making my own all new ones, which that's gonna take forever. But it's something I did in Wrestling Empire too. I made every person from WCW, Nitro and Thunder, the games, and then what other whatever other games were like made between that era, WCW and ECW. I made all the characters from the games, and then I started making other from the AAA game. I should have done the characters from Wrestle Kingdom, but I haven't played Wrestle Kingdom enough. Alright, hold grapple while on the ground to increase the chance of instantly rising up to a move. Okay. Use focus command in a grapple or without directions to change your position such as turning. Use taunt command to apply a hold wherever possible. Really? Oh, okay. That's weird. So, alright. So it looks like you can like, I guess, grab someone and then taunt them and like hold them up like Batman would or Punisher. Multiplayer, other controllers can join at any time. Press and opt in. They will be randomly assigned. Yep, we by holding one controller, if they are as rivals one at a distance, the assigned characters will remain until they disconnect or you exit to the titles. Upon unlocking the special team control option, even a solo star can use the same command to control any other member of that team. You can also access characters specifically in the editor and choose to control them there. Okay. The camera, if you know how to do the camera from the other games, you should be fine with that. Shooting is more difficult. You can find relevant. Okay. So it does look like you have to get ammo. Like everything requires ammo. I also just want to do like a Resident Evil playthrough. Make Resident Evil characters and then just shoot a bunch of zombies. But again, that's for a different save. Powers. This game attaches some sort of power to every button, which essentially turns your entire body into a gun with 5 different triggers. Okay. Okay. These powers work like any other projectile, in that it's assumed you want to use them from a distance, but fight normally at close range. In the unlikely moments this is not your intention, controllers can force the use of powers by simply holding a shoulder trigger. Okay. In the case of movement powers, double tapping the run command that allows you to fly to or teleport instead of jumping. Oh, cool. Similarly, crafting powers are more likely to have elaborate use of the pickup command to attract objects from a distance. Using pickup up run to craft without any added ingredients. It's even possible to have powerful innate powers, such as being bulletproof, that require no input and remain effective as long as you're superhuman. Okay, cool. So you can do Luke Cage. In most cases, a power has levels determined by the aura, the energy of the superhuman. Using it, the yellow spirit meter goes down over time, as well as when the powers are spent relative to your aura. So advanced beings can spend longer in that form than others. The efficiency of powers like healing or okay, so we got mind control are also relative to the level of person using it. So an advanced being may achieve results effortlessly that of a novice struggles for. Your spirit goes back up again relative to your aura in human form, so that's almost as important. Okay. Attributes. Each button corresponds to a physical attribute as well as a power. The network of triangles may look like an alien language at first, but make more sense when you realize that it loosely corresponds to your real world controls. The size of each triangle reflects each attribute score up to 200. Okay, so you can. Okay, that, that solves that. Closing its jaws completely in a perfected beam, allowing you to see at a glance who is better than who, and in what way. They are entirely optional if you don't want to see them all the time, but can always be glimpsed by holding either shoulder trigger. Okay. Red. Attack equals strength. Okay. Strength determines how much your attack hurt and how effortlessly you can perform power moves. A certain level of strength may also be required to lift heavy objects. At 200 strength, there may be nothing you cannot lift. It can be trained by lifting weights. Alright, because in Wrestling Empire, we put people all the way like past 500, so love mods. Stamina determines how quickly your health goes down when active and how quickly it recovers at rest. It also offsets any incoming damage, so superhuman strength can be tolerated by superhuman stamina above 100. You can even become increasingly bulletproof. It can be trained by running laps in the gym yard or swimming in the pool. Did it say? Okay, by lifting weights. Alright, I didn't see that. We don't got a pool in Wrestling Empire. Blue. Skill. Skill determines how quickly and easily you can accomplish tasks such as crafting or countering moves in combat. Okay, so skill is what you need to do. In combat, it can is also improved by mastering tricky activities such as sports or Ooh, do we get to? I've always just wanted to play like guitar and stuff. Do, maybe he'll add a football range or stadium, baseball stadium. He has like the the props for it. Maybe a tennis, basketball. Again, it's endless. Yellow equals run equals speed. Speed is literally how fast you move, how quickly you climb, and how far you can jump. It also determines your ability to execute or counter acrobatic moves without stumbling. Above 100, superhumans can spend increasingly long moving, increasingly fast. It can be improved by climbing gymnastics on the map or running laps around the gym. God, I can't speak today. Aura is how impressive you are to others, and therefore how likely you are to get your own way with them. It also reflects your mastery of powers and the energy you have to spend in that form. Accomplishing tasks or winning battles will improve your reputation, whereas failing or otherwise showing weakness will damage it. Health. Even in superhuman form, most attributes are only good as your health, and could always be up to 20% weaker when tired. In human form, your green health meter gradually wears down. Alright, with the health, I'm hoping you have, like, I guess it would be like a feat or a perk that certain characters, when they get to like 20% health, all their attributes like increase and they're actually stronger as a last ditch effort to like survive. But who knows? Wears down throughout the day on top of any blows you incur through fighting. When it gets especially low, you should find somewhere to sleep. Although this would ideally be a bed, you may also fall asleep in the chair if you are tired enough. If you don't want to waste time sleeping, you can restore your energy by eating or drinking. But watch out for unhealthy vices and other unwanted side effects of overindulging. If you have a superhuman form, this counts as a form of rest, as your health tends to automatically go up instead of down. Otherwise, pressing the left thumbstick will allow you to sleep anywhere instead of transforming. If your health disappears completely, you risk losing consciousness and will wake up in an even worse state. Although you have infinite lives, so long as you keep your head. You still lose your faculties each time and will eventually become a shadow of your former self. Transformations. Your superhuman form relies on the yellow spirit meter, which goes down relative to your aura, and tends to be a trade off between your physical health and your spiritual energy. When your spirit is low, you need to spend more time in your human form. When your health is low, you probably need to spend more time as a superhuman. Any powers above 100% are dependent on this energy, and could drop by as much as 50% at the lower end. If your spirit disappears entirely, the decision will be made for you as a can no longer sustain your superhuman form. Transforming at an inopportune time is a big deal, as you will lose aura and being anonymous, and I still can't speak it. Whenever anybody discovers your secret identity, it is also literally twice as dangerous for an enemy to know who you really are. There are as many types of transformations as there are powers, with each offering a slightly different experience. Some superhumans can only transform at night. Some have to hold or costume a specific prop or consume okay, like spinach. Um and some have no control over at all until you earn the right to set up each new game as you choose. You start in slow build mode with a character who has yet to even discover their alter ego. Something will happen to them soon enough to reveal it. But every life is different from beginning to end. Okay, so what I get from that is when we start off, we're not gonna have any. I don't care about territory. Oh, well, I guess. All right. Whether you're superhuman or not, you still have an allegiance to either heroes, villains, or civilians. Each has their own ideology, competing to secure every area on the map for their cause, which is highlighted by an in-game border as well. As on the map itself, each territory has its own boss, in charge of protecting it, and a battle will ensue if they are ever identified and challenged. The last team left standing after these encounters will then claim it for their side. This ownership has very real consequences, such as being the only ones allowed to use its unique facilities. Okay, cool. Should the same side have a monopoly on two connected areas, they can also prohibit movement between them. The aim of the game is to first eliminate at least one rival from the map, and then proceed to dominate it entirely. The game's difficulty manifests in how you approach this task. It's important to carefully scout each scene and only pick fights you can win until you're powerful enough to push your luck. You'll free you're free to leave a battle at any moment if you're willing to admit you've made a mistake. Cool. All right, subhumans. And for that, I do want to do like a whole Spider-Man campaign and just have a whole bunch of villains that Spider-Man and a group of heroes have to take down. Subhumans. Upon wiping out a rival for the first time, you may uncover a whole other subculture of subhumans. Areas infected by them will show up as shades of red instead of any underlying color. And any boss who allowed it to happen risks being replaced by someone who will make the area safe. These brainless zombies crave enough fresh blood to bring them back to life, but it's more likely that they will infect yet more people upon draining their health. For as long as they exist, anybody who dies risks coming back as a zombie, including yourself. Although their bodies can be easily torn into pieces, they can only be killed by smashing their brains. This is easier with bullets and sharp objects, but can also be achieved with grappling moves that target the head. It's thought that they could be cured by an injection from a syringe if the antidote wasn't in such short supply. A whole other group of fanatics believe that zombies are worth saving and may even be more enlightened than the people who want to kill them. Upon witnessing them for the first time, you'll earn the right to choose how much of them you see in the future adventures, as well as in fights. Okay, cool. So that's so when we first play, we're gonna have to play through, and we will have to kill all the zombies. Well, actually, and then later on we can choose. No, I don't want to see zombies on this playthrough, or even more zombies. So that's good. So that's what I wanted to know. Relation. Here we go. Relationships. Further to your underlying allegiance, you also have unique relationships with every other character in the city. Every positive interaction develops a friendship, whereas every dispute risks creating an enemy. Considering they may not yet know your secret identity, it's even possible for them to like one version of you more than the other. Identity. Okay, wait. Enemies are more likely to hunt you down in battle, whereas friends are more likely to be around to help you. You can even make it official with sidekicks. Yes, who literally follow you everywhere. Or form a team of multiple allies who make the effort to link up more often than not. Holding it all together can be a big responsibility, but this political power may prove essential in areas where numerous enemies are just as okay, cool. So I'm hoping it's still sort of like a faction, because I'd rather do like your own type of faction, and then like maybe you have like East Coast Avengers and West Coast Avengers, and sometimes they fight each other among themselves, or even Defenders and the Avengers, that they could fight among themselves, something like that. Conversations. If a relationship doesn't blossom naturally, you can make things happen by holding the interact command to gesture at people at close range. You can then choose a dialogue option by pressing either side of those who, before pressing in the center to commit it. How likely you are to get your own way depends on your aura versus theirs, and yet also cost you aura to put yourself out there and risk rejection. Similarly, asking for medical help will affect your stamina etc. So you have to consider whether you have enough political catch to spend on influencing others. You can trigger a more imitating version of these conversations by grabbing someone before holding the interact command to interrogate them. This allows your strength to do the talking at cost of your relationship with the giggered victims. Okay, cool. I hope you can also interrogate them. I don't know, maybe a villain on the other side. You need to know where that villain is. Like I would make a whole bunch of little like cannon fodder, pretty much. Got thugs in suits, and like have Hammerhead hidden somewhere, and you have to find where he is by interrogating all the thugs in suits because they're part of his faction. But I don't know if you'll be able to do that. Okay, storyboard. Eliminate civilians. I like that one. Storyboard. There are so many different ways for each life to pan out that you can enjoy charting every possibility on your storyboard. Not only does it keep track of what you've done, but it also records your personal best times and scores that you can try to improve on. Some count how many days it took you to achieve something, whereas others count that percentage you managed to fight back from or who you did it with. Additionally, there's a separate Hall of Fame where your top 10 lives are ranked by every possible metric upon dying irrevocably. You will exit to these screens automatically. Alright. And there's more to this game than just. Can't even read. There's more to this game than can ever be explained here. So enjoy figuring some things out for yourself. Although it's no longer possible to contact the developer personally, you're welcome to check out social media for more insights. Damn, okay. So Matt, I guess he closed off his email. That kind of sucks, but this is his final game, and I don't think we're getting the Famouser. But hopefully, some of the modders out there can give me the Famouser. This was Matt's guide to Infinite Lives. And we're just gonna be waiting until it comes out on Steam for me to pick it up. Other than that, like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what you think about M. Dickie's and all of his games. Tell me what you think about this game in general. How psyched are you? How hyped are you? It is Halloween today, or was Halloween yesterday. I'm not getting it out before Halloween. Hope you all had a good spooky season. Now it's time to be thankful. It's the thankful season. Share with your friends. Cross out.